Hello everyone, back at it again with another video today. This will be the first video of the new year, so Happy New Year to all of you all. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Sig P365 X Macro. We're going to be talking about my 500 round review and also some upgrades. So first thing we always do when we handle firearms is clear them to make sure that they're safe to handle. So YouTube, this is a clear firearm. No ammunition in the chamber. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So this is going to be kind of a shorter video today. We're going to talk about my 500 round review, and then we're also going to talk about the upgrades that I have on here and address some criticisms on this optic. Yes, I do have the Sig Romeo Zero on here. Wait, hold on. I know the Holosun's better. Just wait. So the first thing we're going to talk about, because it won't take up a lot of our time here, is the 500 round review. So whenever I first initially made the unboxing video, I said that I only shot 6 rounds through because it's all the training ammunition I had before making the video. Also, I stated that the firearm is a flat shooting firearm. Because of the slide compensator, it does allow for flatter shots. And how does that stack up for the 500 round review? Yes, it does. It shoots way flatter than any 9mm pistol I have shot. Even more than the Glock 19. And the Glock 19 is a kind of a bigger firearm, and it should be able to handle shots better. But no, this firearm is way flatter than the other one, than the 19. So there's that. So if you're looking for a flatter shooting 9mm, here you go. Malfunctions, 0 malfunctions in 500 shots, except, and I'm almost positive it's what it was, because it's not doing it anymore. So when you first got these magazines, the springs are really new and everything, and 17 rounds, in this. So cramming 17 rounds in here, the first couple shots out of maybe the first 4 or 5 magazines, I noticed that I would get some feeding and extraction issues. So maybe there was a couple rounds that didn't extract, and there was a couple rounds that had a failure to feed. So, but those issues are non-existent anymore. After 500 rounds, I shot, really it's 600 rounds. I shot 500 rounds for the basic, make sure that, the firearm functions like it's supposed to after 500 shots. And then I basically shot another 100 rounds, but that was after my testing, basically. This other 100 rounds was basically just for fun. Going to the range, planking, shooting, being more accurate with this thing. And after an initial 500 rounds plus another 100, no malfunctions with the magazines after the first few magazines. So that's cool. I wish it wouldn't have gave me a malfunction at all, because some people are going to buy this out of the box, throw a holster on here, and that's it. They're not going to really shoot it. There's my cat in the background. Hello. Made a cameo. That is Butterscotch, I think. We have Butterscotch and we have Darcy. You might see her roaming around too. So hello. But no, I really think that people, whenever they go and buy a pistol, a lot of these people don't go and train like they should. A lot of these people, they buy it out of the box, shoot maybe a few rounds through it, and then throw it in a holster, and then they're going to rely on that until the day that they, hope to God, don't need it, but when they do. And I don't agree with that, because, if you are not confident with your firearm, if you don't know when that trigger's pulled, it's going to go bang regardless, and yes, we have a clear firearm, you shouldn't be carrying a firearm. You know what I mean? Like, even though I know Glock is 100% reliable a lot of the time, I'm still going to train with it. Not only for my skilled purposes, but to ensure that the firearm is working properly as well. So, anyway, that's that rant. So, yes, reliability. I mean, it was about 600 rounds. So, I mean, I can't give it a 1,000 round review, but absolutely ran flawlessly. Flat shooting, amazing. 17 rounds, awesome. The way the firearm feels, follow-up shots are really easy. That's really about it. I mean, I love this pistol. I mean, that's all there is to it. Should you buy it? Yes, go out and buy it right now. But no, seriously, it's really, really a good pistol. I highly, highly, highly recommend the Sig P365 X Macro. Now, getting into the controversial part of the video. So first, we're going to talk about the light, because I'm going to save this controversy for a second. So I haven't done a lot of testing with this light. This is the Streamlight TLR7A. I bought this because I needed a weapon light, because I think they're an essential. It's statistically proven that most bad things like robberies, stuff like that, home break-ins, it's statistically proven that stuff is happening at night, and you can't shoot what you can't identify. And I know you could say, oh, just turn on the light in your house. That is not a good tactical decision, because whatever they can see, or whatever you can see, so can they. So if you have a weapon light and you're drawing that light into one area, one flooded area, you're not turning the whole house lights on. Okay, and I just noticed I have a light bulb busted, or blue. But yeah, no, seriously, this light is awesome. 500 lumens. It's got the little button right here. There's really not much I can talk about this thing, because I just bought it the other day and I haven't really done a lot of testing. I will say that it protrudes a little bit more than I like. I heard the TLR7A sub is better, but long story short, I bought a T-Rex Arms sidecar for this, so I did buy a holster for this. I haven't even been able to carry this because I don't have a holster for it, and this gun's so new that I couldn't find one out on the market, like Bass Pro. My local gun shops couldn't find it, so I had to order one. So I done some research, finally ordered the holster that I think is going to be best for me. I ordered a T-Rex Arms sidecar appendix carry holster inside the waistband with a magazine attachment as well. So watch out for another video in the next probably week or so. They have a lead time of like 5 days, and then it gets shipped out to you, because they actually make them to order, which I think is really cool. That's why I'm not doing a video with it, because I don't have it. So when I make a video, the next video will be about the sidecar, so tune into that. And but yeah, that's why I bought the 7A, because if you want a weapon light capable holster, then you have to get the one for the 7A or the 7, not the sub, because T-Rex Arms, they do not support the sub on weapon light compatibility. So, but yeah, a little switch here works pretty good. You have a strobe, which I haven't figured out how to do yet. I'm gonna have to look in the little user thing. I do know that you can press it and then release for it to go on and off, or you can, I think it's like double tap, and the next time you press, it will be on all the time until you press it again. So that's pretty cool. So when I go up, boom, I can, who are you, hello, get out of my house, blah, blah, blah. That works. So here we go, guys, the controversial part of the video. I'm sorry, I'm going to lose some subscribers. No, I'm just kidding. So I've been told by a lot of people in my last SIG video not to buy this, the SIG Romeo Zero. What I have to say about this, I don't think is as bad as people think it is, okay? And there are a few reasons. Is it as good? Is it better? Is it as good, or if not better, than the Holosun 507 series? No, it's not. I agree with you. I agree that the Holosun is a better optic. However, I don't think this is as bad as people think it is, for a few reasons. So let's get into it. Number one, it's motion activated, so you get your cool shake awake stuff. When you put it down, it turns off. When you pick it up, it turns back on. Okay? So there's that. You have a weapons grade ultralight polymer build. Now, here's where people go, you lost me. That's it. I'm not buying this thing. That was the main criticism that I saw in my last video in the comments, and that's what I usually see in videos, is that this sight, or this optic, is made out of polymer. Well, I'm going to sound like a hypocrite, and I'll back my statement up, so just wait. But I don't think that is a big issue. And the reason being, what is this frame made out of? Ultralight weapons grade polymer. Like, you can't complain that this is polymer and then be okay with the frame being polymer, okay? It's made out of the same material, and Sig even says it. It's made out of the same material. Now, I know you're thinking, weapons grade ultralight polymer. Oh, that's not the same. No, Sig does say in forums, on their website, also in a lot of videos that I've watched, that this is the same material as what the frame of their pistols are made out of. So, whatever, you know. If you're okay, carrying this and it being polymer, I don't see why this is an issue. Plus, they give you a metal shroud for your optic. So, like, I don't see the issue there either, right? So, you know, let's say you're running the regular optic, and then you have this metal shroud, then that's, you know, more protection. So you have your polymer housing, and then you have this metal shroud, and there's the dot. So, by the way, this is a 3 MOA dot, and I mean, I don't see that many issues with it, honestly. So here's my opinion. I zeroed this in. A lot of people in a lot of videos said it was hard to zero in. No, it's really not. If you have zeroed pistols in before, pistol sights in before, basically same principle. You get 20 hours of runtime. You also get a hardened steel shroud, like I said. So, I mean, when you bang it on something, you know, it should be fine. 8 user selectable brightness levels. Now, here's a complaint. Because, like I said, I still think the Holosun's better. And I'm not going to be biased just because I bought it. I'm going to give you the facts, my opinions. And so, there's a little notch, or a little dot right there. I don't know if you can see that. I got a pair of tweezers here. I'll kind of guide you guys. So right there's a little notch, okay? And you bring your finger in and you just press down on it. And it selects through the brightness settings. And because there's not an actual brightness up, brightness down level, every time you press that, it's selecting through a pre-selected brightness up, brightness down levels. So a lot of people were complaining that when you put your hand here or your finger here, that it smudges up the lens. I do agree with that. I've done it a few times, and I had to clean the lens because it was all, you know, dirty. So there's that. Another thing, another huge complaint, and this is a huge complaint for me. I hate that you cannot replace the battery without taking the optic off, because once you take it off, you're probably going to have to re-zero it, and I don't like that. So that's that too. So, but does it work? Is it accurate? When you zero it in, does it hold zero? Yes. So my testing on this, like I said, I've shot about 600 rounds through this thing with the actual testing, and then 100 rounds just for fun. 350 some of those rounds was without the optic, and about 2 whatever was with the optic. So there's that. Like I said, it held zero very well. I like it. It's a pretty fast target acquisition. And then also, these zeros come with a rear sight. So you know how you have your rear sight here, but if you look closely, you have a little indentation here. So you can use this and match it up with your front sight. And I haven't tried that because everything's getting in the way. Like, not only this, but this, and then this, and the dot. So I'm just going to use the dot, you know, until whatever reason doesn't work, and then I have to go to iron sights. So that's really about it. Like I said, I still think the Holosun's better, okay? And I do want to address something, okay? Because, like I said, I might sound like a hypocrite. I said in my last video that, you know, I was talking trash about Glock, saying that plastic sights aren't cool, was my exact words. Implying the fact that I don't think plastic sights should be on firearms. And yet I have a polymer optic on my firearm. Let me explain myself, okay? That was more of an experience-based opinion, okay? So I've owned many Glocks, and my experiences with Glock sights, I've dropped them, and they just, like, start crushing. Like, they start, crushing into itself. denting them in more of a sense. I've had that issue multiple times for Glock firearms. And also, I just don't like the way Glock sights work. Like, I don't know why they couldn't just do something like this. You could do something like this in polymer, but they have to do the little U thing. I hate that. I think it just, to me, I can't get a good target acquisition with that. I like optics like this. I like iron sights like that. I don't like the whole U-shape stuff. So I usually change my sights out when I buy Glock. And I know you're saying, well, that seems highly, untesting, basically, in a sense that, I'm just saying that just because I don't like them and I haven't done testing to prove that Glock sights are actually just as good as this polymer optic here. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what kind of polymer they're using for the plastic sights for Glock, but I do know that every time that I've dropped it, it has definitely scuffed up the optic and made it to where I probably need to add another sight on there. Sorry if you guys hear noises in the background. It's probably my cat playing with papers on the floor. But that's about it. No, my actual stance on polymer sights. No, I'm going to correct myself. I don't think they're as bad as people think they are. It just depends on the build quality of that polymer. Like, this is the same polymer used on the frame. I don't know what polymer Glock uses for their iron sights, but I can tell you it's not as strong as the frame that they use, because, I mean, I've dropped the frame just as many times as I've dropped the sights because it's connected to the firearm, and the frame has not scuffed up once, but the sights definitely has. So leave it down in the comments if you guys have had that issue as well. So I just wanted to correct myself before somebody goes, "You're a hypocrite." No, I'm not. I'm just learning from experience. I'm just speaking from experience. I don't think all polymer sights are bad. I mean, I use Magpul Imbus flip-up sights for my AR, and those are polymer. So it just depends on the build quality of the polymer, the company, the quality assurance from the company, the standard procedures of that company, the quality that goes into the work. And I just don't think Glock makes quality iron sights for their firearms. Sorry. Hate to make all you Glock fans sad. I mean, I'm a Glock guy too. So, I mean, I'm speaking for myself here. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be making a future video in the next week or so. I don't know exactly when. I don't have a estimated delivery date for that T-Rex arm sidecar for this thing. It just says it's in processing because it has a lead time for up to 5 days, because like I said, they make the holsters to order, and I think it's really cool. It's kind of like Crossbreed, if you guys have heard of them. They make holsters to order. So anyway, guys, let me know down in the comments if you guys have this firearm and if you've had any of the upgrades that I have on this. Yes, I will be buying a Holosun in the future. And oh, I forgot the most important part of this whole thing. Keep watching. So this optic sets at like 140 to 170. I paid 170 for this. Your Holosun 507 X or KX2 or whatever, that's at like a $300 optic. This is like half that price. So, I mean, for what you get, I don't think it's as bad as what people think it is. And then also, one other thing I forgot to mention, I neglected to mention a few things actually. The lens of the optic itself is not glass. It's made out of more like a sunglass material. So a lot of people are worried that it's going to get scuffed up, scratched up easy. I mean, I haven't really tested that and probably don't want to. Probably just let it happen if it happens. But I do know that it's made out of that kind of material. Do I like that? No, not really. I think that if you're going to make a polymer frame with the metal shroud, you should at least include glass. So, but it is what it is. For the price point, I don't think it's bad. 170, you can find these for like, I found these actually, I bought it for 170 at a gun store, and then I found it at another gun store for 120, brand new. So, I mean, you can find these for pretty cheap. 120 for a red dot with a metal shroud, motion activated, 28,000 hours of battery life, 3 MOA. Come on now. I mean, is it really that bad that you got to be don't buy it. I mean, because if somebody only has 170 bucks and they're not looking to spend 300, I mean, I would recommend this all day. It's kind of like, it's kind of like buying your Magpul flip-up sights that are the polymer, and then buying the Magpul Pro, which are the steel ones. So it is what it is. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for, like I said, that sidecar video. I'm going to be making a video on that holster. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to slap that like button. If you're new to this channel, if you haven't been checking out our earlier videos, I will post the most recent video down below, which is the SDI second semester review video, and I'll also drop down in the description the unboxing and initial impressions of this firearm. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Have a snazzy day.